All this time, I've been wondering what's behind Deacon's sudden fatherly interest, when I should have been asking who. Congratulations, Macy. You really had me fooled.
Here are the coordinates.
Micronesia, huh?
Mm-hmm. You approve?
It's better than a toaster.
What are you discussing over there?
It is a surprise.
You might as well tell her she's gonna squeeze it out of you anyway.
He's absolutely right, you know. What is this?
Oops. Stop. Oh.
To Massimo Maroni, honeymoon aisle. You're planning our honeymoon?
Prepare yourself for a big surprise, Mother.
Oh, no. Where are we going? Oh, Fiji. No. Palau?
Jacquelinda.
Me, Jacquelinda?
My beautiful Jacqueline.
In other words, an island named after you.
Someone let you name an island?
Your island. He bought you an island.
My island?
Well, it's just a little one.
No. No, Massimo, no, this is just too much. I mean...
It's also too late.
No returns, no exchanges.
You're just going to have to get used to being spoiled. Now, as for you two.
We gonna get an island too?
It's time that you are properly welcomed into our family. My sons, you're going to take your rightful place in our ancestral line.
Oh, what a lovely gesture.
Massimo Maroni V.
I hope you don't mind.
I'm honored.
Ridge.
Hey! How am I looking?
Like a Maroni. Come here. All righty. Now, gentlemen, shirts off.
Excuse me?
My father and I have waited long enough. Shelley, yeah, send them in. Come on, boys. I said shirts off, now.
What exactly do you have in mind?
Dominic, Ridge, prepare to get plastered.
I was thinking about something a little bit more muted for spring. Maybe some pale pinks mixed with soft gray. What sounds good to you, Sally?
Chocolate chip cookies.
Chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah. I made a batch of them this morning with Macy for Deacon and little Eric.
Is she still hanging around them?
Yeah. And you know, I was worried about that when she first started going over there. I was afraid my little girl was going to get her heart broken again.
And now?
Now, believe it or not, I get the feeling that Macy may have finally found something worth fighting for.
Honey, why don't you go color, okay? Fooled you. What are you talking about?
You're saying this is a coincidence? You getting involved with Deacon just as he's getting involved with his kids?
Stop, Brooke, stop it. Just not for my boy, please.
Why don't you just take him for a walk, okay?
I'm not just gonna leave you here, Macy.
It's okay. I can handle this.
You sure?
Yeah, we need to set this straight.
Okay. I have my cell phone with me. Hey, buddy, what do you see when I go to the beach, huh? Come on. Come on. Put the cranes down. Let's go.
Aren't you coming?
In a little bit, sweetie.
You're out of your mind if you think you're going to get away with this. the artists that takes a mold of their face and...
Right, and from there, Ridge and Dominic will be immortalized in stone.
I always told you were a stiff, Forrester.
Yeah, first time getting stoned together. How sweet.
Oh, God, my son's the comedian.
You've seen me bald before, Mother.
Yeah, I certainly have when you were a day old.
Well, now I know what I missed.
Were you born with that thing in your mouth?
Not all of us came with silver spoons.
I'm afraid you'll have to remove that, sir.
Oh, bless you.
How are we going to make an exact replica of me without this?
Well, we'll use our imaginations.
Anyway, darling, you promised me that you were going to quit that disgusting habit as a wedding gift.
No, I didn't.
I could have sworn you did.
Well, you're just going to have to learn to love me like I am, Mother.
Well, you see, the one thing that changes a man is the love of a good woman.
Massimo, I don't want to change you much.
See what I mean?
But I really wish you'd been there to see Macy. She was amazing. She was so full of life and hope and joy. And when that little boy ran up to her and hugged her...
Well, that little boy is obviously a substitute for the child that she'll never have.
I'm not too sure about that. Clark, I think there's a real connection there between her and the little boy, and between her and Deacon as well. Now, Deacon, he was the real revelation. He was so sweet with her, Clark. He was so respectful.
Are we talking about the same Deacon Sharp?
I know it sounds incredible, but I think the man has finally learned his lesson. Brooke Logan's thought of that.
What could he possibly learn from Brooke, except maybe what to avoid?
Who to love, maybe. I really believe Deacon understands what he's got in Macy.
I hope so, because she really deserves a man who's devoted to her.
Yes. And you know, for once in his life, Mr. Deacon Sharp is looking like the answer to a mother's prayer. Now, all we really have to worry about is Brooke.
Your life hasn't turned out the way you wanted, and I'm sorry. But that doesn't give you the right.
To date?
You're not interested in Deacon. You're interested in revenge against me and my family.
Oh, wow, you haven't changed a bit. Still the ultimate narcissist. You think my friendship with Deacon is all about you? Is that what you think?
You admitted it yourself. You're the reason he's going after his kids.
I encouraged it, yes, because it's the best thing for him and his children.
Even though one of those children happens to be my daughter.
I didn't even know that when I met him.
Oh, my God, I have a hard time believing that.
You think I sought him out? You think this is some kind of conspiracy? I didn't even know his last name. We met at AA.
When you found out, you should have just backed off.
Oh, right, and let you steamroll him the way you did me? No way.
This is about revenge.
This is about doing the right thing. Deacon is a good man, and he adores his children, and he's doing everything he can to be a good father. That doesn't even mean anything to you, does it?
I'm supposed to believe that you put your life on hold just to rescue a man that you hardly even know?
I don't care what you believe.
You're not doing this to help Deacon. You're using him to get back at me for destroying your marriage.
That's ridiculous. You know, I should have known better than to try to reason with you. Why don't you just go home?
No, Macy, I am not through with you yet.
No, you're not. Because I am going to do everything I have to, for as long as I have to make sure that Deacon gets what he deserves.
And I get what I deserve, right?
Darling.
Oh, thank you.
Are we done yet?
Patience was never one of Nicky's virtues.
Yeah, I've never been one for sitting around myself either.
Well, I've never known you to be a fan of instant gratification, Ridge.
True. But when I do find something I want, Go after it with everything I've got.
Oh, gosh. Now the fun begins.
This isn't so bad. You have very nice hands, by the way.
Careful, Nick. Your libido is showing.
I'm gonna have a little dialogue, dressmaker, but unlike you, I'm a one-woman man.
Too bad the woman you set your sights on is in love with someone else.
Not the feeling I got last night.
I don't know what's more swollen, Nick. Your head or your...
Darling, I don't know about you, but I think I'd call that a wrap.
Righto. Ladies, what do you say we have a nice cup of coffee while we let this plaster set? I know this wonderful little cafe just down the street. Let's go. Come on.
Where you going?
Ladies.
We're gonna go, huh?
Bye, boys. Enjoy.
Who do you think you are?
Someone who knows you and your tactics.
But you don't know Deacon or these children or what's best for them. I mean, how could you, Macy? How long have you known Deacon? Almost a month?
What are you trying to tell me, that he has some secret dark side?
He has a lot of demons.
And
yes.
he's dealing with them.
Well, that's admirable. I mean that. It's just a painful process.
How would you know?
Do you really want me to tell you everything I've been through these last few years?
No, I really don't.
Well, I've had to deal with a lot of my own issues, Macy. And I understand the energy that it takes. You don't have much left over for the people around you, especially two small children. And until Deacon can prove in some way that he is a responsible adult...
What do you know about responsible behavior?
Oh, my God. You are so damn self-righteous. Because you've never done anything wrong. You're just the put-upon martyr. Poor victimized Macy, who lost her husband, who lost years of her life because of big, bad Brooke.
And I suppose you think you're the victim?
So would Deacon. So would everybody, once they hear what happened that night.
What night?
The night of the car crash, Macy. When you tried to kill me.
Can you believe we just had to do that?
Man, now I know what the man in the iron mask felt like.
Oh. Alexander Dumas. It's a great book.
You read that, did you?
About 20 times when I was a kid.
Yeah, I never figured you for the literary type.
That's a great book for a 12-year-old. Sword fights. Brother versus brother.
Didn't the good brother triumph over the bad brother in the end? Huh?
Is that how it goes in real life?
Guess we'll find out.
Guess we will.
At least I didn't throw you into the Bastille. Yet.
I think the key is toning it down while we're around the old man.
Thought you didn't change your ways for anyone.
Who signs my paychecks?
Is that the only reason?
You know, it's gonna take a little getting used to having a father for me.
There are worse problems to have.
I've been alone a long time, you know. Now I got somebody ordering me around and posing for family trees, next to you nonetheless. At least he's unpredictable.
One of a kind.
Still doesn't justify having you for a brother. Did I really just call you my brother?
I've been called worse. Just don't do it again, okay?
How is Brooke a threat to Macy?
Well, right now, she seems to be blissfully unaware that there's any connection between Macy and Deacon. But when she finds out, it could get dangerous.
If she causes any trouble, so help me.
What are you going to do, Bucky? Ride to the rescue on a white horse?
Yeah, maybe something like that. I would do anything for Macy. And for you, too.
That is very gallant of you. Thank you. But I get the feeling that between you and me and Deacon and Macy, the good guys have it covered. And Brooke may be in over her head this time.
If you really want payback, this could be a big chance.
You know the old saying, living well is the best revenge? That's really all I ever wanted for my daughter. But if Brooke tries to do anything to hurt her, then God help her.
What did you say?
There's no one else here. You may as well admit it.
You think I crashed that car on purpose?
You wanted to punish me for taking Thorne away.
I could have died, Brooke. I almost did.
You had nothing to lose.
Oh, that's insane.
I can't prove it, Macy, but you and I both know you wanted me dead that night. And you think I'm gonna let you anywhere near Hope and little Eric?
I would never hurt those children, Brooke. You saw how happy Eric is with me, and Hope's the same way.
You've been around my baby?
She's a beautiful baby.
You stay away from her, you hear me?
No, you hear me, Brooke. Now, you can turn this into a nightmare for everybody involved, including little Eric, or you can accept the fact that Deke and I are friends. And get over your paranoia that this is all about you. You robbed me of my happiness once before. I am not gonna let you do it again. I am just trying to help a man be a father to his children, and if he wants me to be a part of that, there is nothing you can do to stop it.